all in capital letters. Capital letters, people, power. And I go to certain news channels and it's like the US military news, nothing. I upload the URLs onto my People Power Facebook group, and you can guarantee within say 10 to 15 minutes they've deleted it. So basically it's all down to the FBI, CIA who runs it, who are watching you all the time. I must be flagged. As soon as I post anything, it gets taken down immediately. So I'm tagged because I post the truth, what's really going on in the world, or help other people to go where they can get news of what's happening. So I'm a bad boy. So I'll either get put in Facebook jail or, like it happened to us, my YouTube channel, if I post truth on that, I start getting hit with it by censorship as well. When I was in the Facebook group as well, there's a name came up for our admin that just doesn't register with me, because I set up the channel and I put myself as admin, a friend of mine that lives down south and another friend of mine that lives in the same town as me, and this guy's name kept popping up under admin. I thought, who the hell is this? And I looked it up, and sure enough, he's a shill. So he's an implant, probably keeping an eye on my group, which they do. That's how they operate. You can imagine lots of them sitting in an office and they're monitoring what's going on. And if they see somebody like me pop up and they're going, oh, we've got one here, and they infiltrate your group and they start making you argue amongst yourself and stuff like that. That's what Facebook does. And a lot of the people, they don't need to track and trace them, because if you look at some of these people that go on Facebook, they tell you where they're going, who they're going with, what shopping they've get, or what they're going to buy. So the CIA would like to thank you personally, so they don't need to track you, because you're letting them know for free what you're doing, where you're going. Then they infiltrate your group by pretending that your friends, add me to your friends list and stuff like that, and it's them. People don't realise that, and they're all sitting next door to each other in cubicles in an office. So get that in your head, and then you start to realise how they operate. Hi son, how are you been? How are you son? Come on in. Good boy son, good boy. Right, so basically I came here one time, and when I got to the cottage, I just continued past it. It goes off round to the left, and I followed the road like this about a mile to a mile and a quarter. Then I parked up just before the concrete bridge, and then I've got LEWISBURN going underneath it. So once again, I just parked the car in the entrance to the track, and then walked him up the track about a mile to a mile and a half. So he's off the leader, and he could go down towards where the water was when we got back. So he went for a good plunge. Oh yeah son, he went for a plunge and a drink in the water. Good boy. So there's more faster moving rapids just yellow. Good boy son, good boy. Get it son, get it, get it. Good boy, get it son. So this is better than sitting at my computer on a Sunday morning. Coming out the countryside where it's nice and quiet, peaceful. You've got the birds singing. It's dry, it's warm. I've only got like a thin t-shirt on, and I've got my waistcoat over that. Because I looked at the weather, it says it's going to be like 17 degrees today when it gets like dinner time-ish. So look at this lot. No son, no, come here. This is all falling away, look, into the river. Come here son. This landslide, look. This is what happens after tons and tons of rain and sleet and snow. Over time, the land just gets soaked wet and too heavy, and it just topples over and drops down at the river. Especially where it's a bend, where the torrents of water keep hitting the side of the walls. It just all collapses like that bit there into the river. He's thoroughly enjoying his freedom, look. Just enjoying the bit run, backwards and forwards. Hi, son. Hi. Good boy, good boy. See, shout about, I don't want him to go too far, so he goes out of sight, out of mind. So I'm just looking for a decent place where you can get right down easily to the river's edge, where you can sit on some dry boulders or something, have a picnic. When I went to Lewisburn a fortnight ago, the river was running quite fast because we'd had 2 days of like a lot of rain, so the river was wide and running fast, so it was nice to video. So this water is running all the way from the top of the valley. It's going all the way back past that remote cottage where I've just come past, and it's going all the way past Pet Cemetery, past Jory's campsite, and then eventually gets to where the Forks cottages are on the main road, Bloody Bush Road. So that's just part of its journey anyway. So I'm just checking out the second half of it, see how, you know, places like this. You can see they've been out early this morning, chemtrails. You can see the remains of them looking up the sky. It's a bit of a tree there falling over into the river. Right, because I haven't got him on a leader, I'm using my right hand to lift up my chest plate of my chest harness, to lift it up slightly so it's pointing up more to the sky, so I can see the road I'm walking on. Good boy. See now how he's come back behind us? He's come right up beside us. Good boy, son. Good boy. He's obviously been in some water. You can see the water on his side. Good boy, son. Good boy. Good boy, son. Good boy. You having a scratch, son? Are you having a scratch? Good boy. I've been looking at people's videos that they put up, you know, like shorts on Facebook, and lots of people have got bullies, and the way they behave, it's exactly the same as what he does, where he lies on his stomach and he pulls himself along in the garden to cool off, and he's constantly rolling about on his back, as you can see. And they've all got the same traits, exactly like staffies, but they've all got their own traits as well. Their behaviour is exactly the same. So as long as he's not running backwards and forwards, up and doing constantly, he'll not get to that point where he's puffing and panting too much. And if he did, and he was really hot, I would just stop and put him on his leader and just walk and make him walk slow, so he wasn't getting overheated, which you know, you don't want your dog suffering with heat exhaustion. They can have a heart attack. Now this is the kind of place where if there was any sheep, you couldn't see them until you're right on them. And that's what happened to us just recently. I was going around the tracks like this in Kidland Forest, and all of a sudden there was just a bunch of 5 to 6 sheep. And I thought to myself, what the hell are they doing all over here? You know, they migrated from miles away. So I wasn't expecting to see any sheep. Right, so there's some more whitewater rapids coming down there around the corner, look. Well, so far, this walk, I'm impressed. It's nice. Good boy, son, good boy. Good boy, son. And he's enjoying himself. You know, it's more whitewater rabbits there coming around that bit of a little bend, look. Right, so what's going on in the world? Donald Trump, that spat that they're supposed to have with Elon Musk was all a game. It was all like to catch people off guard and root out the traitors in the cabinet and in Congress and White House. That's Trump's always 20 steps ahead of them, and he knows what he's doing. And the 250th anniversary, the military, there was some helicopters flew over the top of the display, and that's where they had gone to arrest and take some high power politicians and Congress people to Gitmo. So that's what that was. So there's loads goes on that we don't know about until like later on when they can tell you. But he's always playing a 5D chess game, and he's 20 moves ahead of you all the time. He's a very intelligent guy, and all these generals that he's got working with him have been, it's dating back years ago when they assassinated like Sir President Lincoln and JFK. So that's why he's got to do what he's doing. Don't give it any information, but every now and again they give out misinformation to trick the deep state, and this is why they keep ahead. And there's, I mean, 7,000 and odd sealed indictments being opened up and people arrested and all taken to Gitmo. And because they're arresting so many people, they've actually extended Gitmo. They've made it massive for to house all these criminals and charge them with crimes against humanity. At the moment, there's lots and lots of people getting arrested and locked up to do with the COVID, the lies that they told there to get people to get the injections, which is a bioweapon. It's got nothing to do with the flu. It's got nothing to do with the virus. It's just them wanting to inject you with mRNA, nanoparticles, and graphene oxide. It's all poisonous to our systems. And obviously, with it being on the news 24/7, 8 days a week, it just terrified people to the point where they thought they were going to die. So they all queued up and rolled up their sleeves to get it. And that was the whole point. That's why they did what they did. Tricked people into going and getting it done. And now, obviously, loads of people are dropping down dead of myocarditis and pericarditis, like heart problems. They've got clotted arteries. Here's another little stream coming to join the main river, look. It's winding its way around from up the trees up there. You see where it's coming out the hole in the ground, where it's made its way through underneath the grass sods. Right, so they've left one dead tree here at the side of the road. They've even propped it up with a plank. It's for birds of prey to come and land on something where they can scan the area looking for the next kill for their dinner, like a little rabbit or a mouse or a rat or something. This looks nice. It's where the river's lined up with a load of like Christmas trees around the edge of it, look. On this side, left hand side. There's another little river coming through the ground and joining the main river here, look. Just to the right here. That's probably why LEWISBURN, when I went to the pet cemetery, was really fast and wide, because all these little additive rivers coming from up there and joining it after the rains. It was topping it up all the time, so it's running fast. There's an unusual clearing just at the back there. It's all like lovely lime green grass, but I don't know if that'll be swampish, wet. But it looks like it's, somebody's coming down a pathway, coming down here to the river from up there. Just looks like somebody's cut through the grass, whether it be animals or whatever. He's right up there. Hi son, hi. And he's doing his gazelle bit. Hi son, come on, down here, come on. Good boy. Here he's coming, he's doing as he's told. Come on son, hi. It's a butterfly just on this prickle. Isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Hello, Mr. Butterfly. Are you enjoying your day as well? There's a bee down there to the right, and the butterfly's on the top. Gorgeous that. Right. Good boy, son. Good boy. Good boy. Where you been? Where you been, son? Come here. Where you been? Come here. Come here. Good boy, son. Good boy. Come here. Come here. There you are. Right, come on, good boy. Let us praise you again. Good boy. Good boy, son. Good boy. Where you been? Where you been, son? Right, come on in. Go on, up you go. Up. Up. Come on in. Yeah, he's panting a bit there now because he's running up and doing hills. So I'll come to another place where I can easily get down to the river's edge. I'll tell him to go down and tell him to go in and have a plunge and get a drink. Not that I need to tell him, but he's going down himself. Good boy, go and get a drink, son. Go and get a drink. Good boy, good boy. Go and get a drink. Good boy. Ah, it's too high. See, even the dog looks for like easy places just to walk in on a bunch of stones or somewhere. It's flat and open and you don't have to jump up or jump down to get to the river's edge. Right, so the road looks like it's swinging around to the left now.